Hello, hello. My name is Chin Chinny, and I'm joined, as ever, by Captain Goodspeed.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Good to be back for the semi-finals, Chinny.
We are at the semi-final stages of the virtual Betfred World Championship Snooker 19 Madness Extravaganza, Joe. And, well, what a first frame we have. We have Halborn, who's repping Mark Williams, versus the one, the only, Rainy Lamb, who is repping Mark Selby. So, Battle of the Marks. This is going to be an exciting match. Both players are good friends. I've spoke to both players in interviews, and I know that both players practice with each other, best of fives, best of sevens, and both players have won, 3-2s, 4-1s, 5-0s against each other. So It couldn't be anybody's game, this one.
Yeah, so it's best of 5 for everyone at home that may not have been keeping up with it. So a bit of a longer match, another frame or two to get your teeth into, and you just feel like you've got a bit more of a chance, I think, if you go 1-0 down than if it was best of 3, obviously. So
So this will be the first best of 5 that we've got. Joe and this will be one big video, but I think Joe and I might have to have a break. So if I'm wearing a different top, if my hair's longer by the end of it, it's probably because we had a week break to recover from it. Now we'll try and record it as quickly as can. But here we go. First frame. Is Rainy Lamb himself to break. This is exciting stuff. These two players are the scariest players in the tournament, and
Rainy Lamb's got the big name appeal, hasn't he? And obviously Halborn is the only player to have got a century in this tournament so far. So both these are big fish.
And that's a great break by Rainy Lamb, Mark Selby, and Mr. Williams goes up to break. I think for the first frame, it's a little bit iffy because I rely on both of these guys to send me the files for these matches, and I think I'm missing the first frame of Rainy Lamb's and the third frame of Halborn's, but I couldn't be bothered to ask them to send it again, even though I'm sure they would have. But I couldn't be bothered. So I think we just have Halborn's view for this frame here.
It should be fine. Both players are reasonably quick around the table. So an interesting first safety battle. And both of these will be one make sure they're not the ones to make the first mistake here. Because whoever goes 1-0 up, although it is best of 5, will be feeling the much better of the two. So
I mean, I can only I can't really relate to the level of nerves they must be having at this stage now. I mean, I was nervous on round 1. You were nervous on the first round and the quarterfinals, Joe. And so I'm hoping it makes it better for me and you, Joe, to see some mistakes from these two fantastic players, because these guys don't make many mistakes.
I think it's like everything, though. I think if you get yourself a nice chance, it does just settle the nerves a bit, doesn't it? So I think a lot of the nerves come from not wanting to make the first mistakes, and I think these early exchanges are exactly probably the most nervous they'll feel unless it goes right down to a decider. So, meanwhile, I think he's left Halborn a Captain Goodspeed special here, but he's not even looked at it.
He's not looked at it, no. He's not looked at it. But you would fancy that one then, Joe?
Yeah. I think especially in this sort of match where I think you've got to take any chance you get, really. Because you're not going to get many of them.
No.
So, straight away, that's a refused chance or not a seen chance. He may not have even noticed that red was there. So, good safety, though. But
very good safety.
Time will tell.
Yeah. A couple of reds go at the bottom, so you've got to be a bit careful here.
You want to sort of keep the white going up the yellow side of the table rather than where the green would be. So, Yeah, another nice shot. But Rainey just seems to be a bit off with his length of the table at the moment. I know he's, just about got to the ball cushion there, but he's hit a couple of shots a little short so far. So now this will be an interesting shot because he's got to sort of swing this white round back towards the brown, and this looks really good.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Good weight on the ball there.
Yeah, I think Lee's looking maybe a little bit more comfortable at the moment. He's hitting the shots a little thicker, trying to swing the white round a little bit.
Yeah,
but I'm sure Scott will have something to say about that.
Just for the record, if people hear my wife playing the saxophone in the background, just to let them know, you're not going insane. That is a saxophone in the background, but it's a very loud instrument, Joe, for someone to learn in the house.
And, well, my other half plays the cornet, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, if you get your other half playing the cornet, and then I get Tara playing the sax, then we'll have a hell of a background noise. But look at that, he's got away with it.
He has got away with it. Rainey Lamb taking on even pushing it for Captain Goodspeed special there. That was very thin. But Lee's straight down here and trying to swerve around the yellow and knock this in. I think even if you get this wrong, you're quite likely to get away with this because this red surely won't stay over the pocket. So
no. He's just
he's
overhit
missed
the
power bar, but he's okay.
Damn.
He's okay.
He'll be relieved of that. So
does he smash into the pack from this black?
I think Rainey Lamb I would expect to. He's looking at that red there, and it does go. But Rainey Lamb I would expect to kind of be cautious on, err on the side of caution. But Halborn, what we've seen from Halborn is he will just smash the pack any chance he will get, and it looks like that's what he's doing there. So he just missed the power bar.
I feel like he needed a little bit of side on that because of how much power he was putting onto it. But a good attempt either way. At least he potted the black.
Yes, and one hell of a pot as well. So he won't be too disappointed. Obviously it was a chance, but he hasn't left anything. He can play safe here, and he's sent it straight back to the bulk area. So another safety battle commences.
I'll tell you what, if you could try and get behind that brown, it would be a very good shot. You can't do it here, but if eventually you can play off the left-hand side of the bunch, it's not a bad line to get behind there. Just sort of aiming to get the cue ball in the jaws of the yellow pocket if you can. So, and I think he might have a slight chance here. If he can hit it thin enough.
Yeah, I don't think they're interested, in the anything wild. They're both playing it very, very tight.
Yeah. Worst ways he's gonna end up behind the yellow here if he hits this hard enough. So
he knows that red goes. He checked it earlier, so he's not like he doesn't know it goes, but he just isn't that bothered about the shot to nothing. So he's just, I think his game plan here, by the sounds of it, Halborn, is just to really tie up Rainey Lamb as much as possible. Not let him have a chance because he knows what will happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be massive respect between these two opponents. They both know how good each other are, but once again, Rainey a little short there, and I'm definitely noticing that so far. He's 2 or 3% short of where he wants the cue ball to be. So we'll see if that features throughout the match. But Halborn again, just playing this nice and thin, could swing over towards where the green is here. It's looking good.
It's looking very good.
I wouldn't mind a little flick on the green here just to try and bring it away from the cushion, but that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll be happy with that.
Really has a slight chance of getting in behind the brown here. If he plays really thin off the reds to the left-hand side, it might sort of throw over towards the brown.
That's what he looks like he's doing, and he's just...
This looks good. If it misses the brown, it's not going to quite miss it, is it? Unlucky there, Rainey. Does that red go? Halborn's having a look. Very tough.
I don't think that goes.
No.
Looks like he's going to hit it too thick to me. So, he's denied it.
Yeah, and
Just
it's a
took it
nice
back
little
in.
angle to swing back round towards this yellow area, which is a lovely place to get the white at the moment. There you go, cue ball coming back now.
Look at that.
And this looks absolutely inch perfect.
That area there behind the
What
yellow
a shot.
is just prime real estate there. Exactly where you want to be. And he
I
hit
think
that perfectly.
there might be a gap, believe it or not, Chinny.
Yeah, I think there is. Yeah. I think there is.
There's always a gap.
There's always a gap. He's underhit it. Where's the cue ball going? He's fine.
He's okay, and actually, we said earlier in the tournament, if you get the cue ball in this middle region, it's very tough to play safe from. So
he's looking at that red now, Joe. But
yeah,
I don't think it goes anymore. But he looks like he's going to play this. Is it to the back cushion? It looks like.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. He doesn't want to bring too many reds into play. If you had the coverage of the green and brown, you might play it a bit thick and try and get up the table. But just content with flicking off this. Didn't want the kiss on the black, but it's okay.
Yeah. Just I think it's easy to have a look how hard it is to do some of these safety shots on Master Plus, and they're just nailing it every time.
I mean, both of these are cream of the crop, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think that there has been some criticism from people that generally don't know the game about the standard of players in the tournament, but I don't think you can complain at all about these two.
No, these two, this we expect big things on this match, and these two players are just. I wouldn't fancy any of my chances against these two. They're so good. But hey.
Well, don't do yourself down, Chinny. You took Albon to a decider.
Yeah, so. I did. Yeah, and he does make mistakes. He's not.
Yeah, I think we've seen that in yesterday's match against Welsh Boone. Actually,
That's right. Yeah.
Welsh Boone could have made that match a lot closer than it was in the end. I think 2-0 flatters Halborn a bit in that match, but that time it's Halborn's turn to hit that a bit short, and this is a really good chance to get back into that yellow area here if you play thin off the left-hand side of the pack. You've just got to be a bit careful of hitting the black here, but should be fine. But as we've said, Rainey's not found the pace of the table just yet. So
no, it just seems like he's just always hitting the ball a little light. But I just feel like maybe at some point that might bite him. But so far it doesn't do too much damage. So he's having a good think about this one. I don't know what is he playing to the bottom cush here maybe again or?
Nah, I would expect him to play thin, and I think he was just trying to make sure he was going to miss that black, and you see the white coming back up again. Maybe played that a little thicker than he would have done, just to definitely miss the black there.
Yeah.
But now Halborn's in a bit of trouble
because he can't hit this super
come down the right-hand side of the table.
Wow, look at this.
This is one of those where you need a bit of Mattitude side on, I think.
It looks like he's just going to hit it paper thin and miss the black on the right side of the black.
He's got to be careful on the way back, though, and he's okay.
Yeah,
we've seen it so many times this tournament where they've hit it thin and went straight into the pack off the cushion.
Yeah.
But this is a tense.
Look at this
opener, isn't it?
Look at you can't get any tighter. Look at the reds. It's just. They've just squished them together. They're
very symmetrical as well.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird. But,
wow, look at this for a safety battle. So interesting.
So now Halborn's got to hit this red a bit thicker because he doesn't want to, hit the black on that side, and on this side he doesn't want to come back and go into the cluster. So I think if you hit it that thin, it's going to go into the pack here. On the way back, it's so tight. He's missed the power bar. So there you go.
That is the first mistake we've seen in this.
But he's got away with it, has he?
Well, it does go, but
the red.
It's so difficult.
The cue ball stops a roll before it does, and this is a gimme into the middle. But this is a bit tricky when they're so close. I actually don't fancy him to play this. Such a tough shot. I mean, obviously we can't see the line of the shot here. But certainly cue ball and object ball very close together, and yeah, he is just playing safe, and he's
Well.
overhit that by an absolute mile.
Oh,
What
wow.
was that, really? Wow.
That's
and
insane.
Halborn just pounces.
He's off.
He's shocked probably by that now.
Look at this.
Nice angle on the blue.
Look
just
at
got to
that.
be careful of a potential plant into the right corner here, but
if he hits that pink just right,
can you give the players the respect they deserve and make sure your phones are off or on silent, please?
Spread like butter, as you would say.
Spread like butter.
So he's going for it. He may need a little bit more bottom, I don't know.
He's just flicked off him. It's unfortunate. I don't think he's left a red on.
6.
Wow. Is it back to the drawing board, maybe? He's just going to do a roll up to the pack. Well,
Mark Williams
6. Won't be happy with that. Well, I don't know. A few more reds are out now, so this is going to be even trickier for both players to do safety.
Yeah, I think particularly because the green and brown are... this is hard. This is very hard. Rainey has not got off to a good start here.
No.
All I can put it down to his nerves and...
Yeah.
You know, the expectation. Obviously, Rainey's by far and away the favourite for this competition at the moment, and
that's right.
I think that does, play on people's minds as much as Rainey says it doesn't affect him. I'm sure it will do, but this is a big shot, and wow, this is a very nervy start.
It is, isn't it?
It's completely different. Both of the first two matches. Obviously, Rainey's not lost a frame in this tournament yet. I don't think so.
That's right. I haven't thought about that. He hasn't, has he? So, wow.
Yeah, this is interesting. I think the only other player that hasn't lost a frame is Geometrical. Playing a plant. This is just bizarre.
They're playing like some Tommy Triangle shots here.
I mean, I think this feels like the first match of the tournament to me. And in all honesty, I think Binny Boy and Tommy Triangle maybe were doing a bit better at this point.
I mean, the safety game that we saw at the start and then compared to these loose couple of shots is just worlds apart.
And Rainey's length is just all off at the moment, isn't it? So, Halborn has got another big chance here, and he needs to start scoring because surely Rainey Lamb is going to start producing soon. But this is
it's a hell of a chance.
It's not the start I expected, Chinny.
No.
Fine.
If anything, I thought it would be the other way around.
Really
but
he's got 3 loose reds here, so
yeah.
And you just know he's going to try and get onto that black so he can get into the cluster. I thought he missed that.
Wow. God, that was so close.
I think you've got to play the pink here to...
It's just interesting, isn't it? I mean, in professional snooker, you do see this a lot, in the finals where they just wobble, and it happens on Snooker 19. It's so bizarre that they just... It's all in the head, and he's just stopped that dead, which is going to cause the pink to go on the black spot, which I'm not a big fan of. I don't think he wanted to do that. So he needs to get above the blue, really.
Don't go in off. Don't do what Mr. Dino did in his first round against Rainey Lamb.
Yeah.
I think he's okay. He's just got a bit of an angle here, so...
Yeah, he's going to play the long red and the bottom left by the looks of it.
Yeah, but he's running out of reds here.
Yep,
he's got one more loose red, so this is his last chance now. He's got to get onto this red, get a nice angle on the pink, and go for this.
Has he snookered himself?
I think he's just about okay, but he's not going to be able to get onto the pink the way he wants. So he's going to have to screw back for the blue, and they're always more tricky to judge off the blue. I'd actually quite fancy the pack off the green, but the green's not on its spot. So, just come off the side with a load of right-hand side and smack into the reds, but he hasn't got that option. He's trying his best to get onto the pink, but that was never going to work.
19.
Maybe yellow off 2 cushions into the pack.
That would be amazing if he did that, but I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's going to go for the blue. Possibly even deny the blue. Yeah.
Well, if he's going to play a pot, I think it's got to be the yellow, and you've got to try and bring reds into play. But he's
turning it down.
He's refusing it.
I don't blame him. This is a big match, and I kind of felt like he was going to turn that down.
Yeah. He's got the snooker, I think, has he? Maybe not quite, 90, but this is tough to miss the black again. So a nice handy 33-point lead for Halborn.
Oh yeah, I'd take that definitely. At this stage, a 33 lead on the first frame of the semi-finals is nothing but a good thing. So he's playing off 2 cushions, I think.
This looks a little light to me.
Don't think he's got the pace. Only a little bit harder though. He wasn't that far off.
Just got to be careful in these situations because you don't want to hit it too hard because it looks like you could develop a red to the left middle if you do that. So
yeah, he had the line right. He almost had the weight right, so he should get this one.
Just add 1% more onto this. He won't mind.
It looks a bit heavy.
A couple of points, but it is heavy.
He's all right. He's all right. He's all right.
It's not a Le touching ball, so
no Le touching ball. So he's gonna have to do
playing off this. I think I'd be making Rainey play the difficult shots, but he's gonna try and get in behind the black here.
Yeah, he's gonna do a snooker, as they say in France.
He's just got to be careful because there's a couple of reds available now.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, he hasn't got the snooker, but he hasn't left anything.
Nice, easy return for Rainey here, though. I'd expect him to go back to the bulk now.
Yeah.
If you can get it anywhere over by that yellow pocket, surely Halborn's not going to take on the cut. So,
well.
But it's tense. It really is tense, and I think people at home feel like there's little or no stakes on this tournament, but for the chance to go and lift a trophy at the Crucible, I think
crazy.
A lot of you guys at home would probably kill for that opportunity. So, this is a good chance to get in behind the brown here for Halborn. It's coming round.
Yeah.
It's coming round. This is a great shot.
But it's good though.
It's a good line. It's just it's not got the legs, unfortunately. So again, I would say an easy safety for Rainey, but he's got to be a bit careful of that red that's sticking out from the pack, and maybe Rainey will be tempted by it. We've seen him pot a couple like this so far, but the way he's playing so far in this match, I don't know whether he'll fancy it. What do you reckon, Chinny?
Oh, well, look. Well.
Oh, what a shot.
Well.
Playing to his strengths.
My
but
God.
He's not on a colour unless that black goes past the blue.
And if that black goes, look at that for a shot. We'll only know when he starts to take his shot what he's doing.
Well, if not, I mean, he's got to take on some sort of pot because that red over the corner.
He just pulls those out of nowhere, doesn't he, Rainey Lamb? Those crazy reds. It looks like it goes, but is it in?
It is. It's there.
It is. Wow. Here we go.
How the tides have turned, but Rainey has looked nervy so far, so it'll be interesting to see how he plays these. This just to settle him down a little bit.
Yeah, he needs this to get going, I think, to stay into this frame.
And the only problem, red, is the one to the right of the pink.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
9.
He's playing the blue.
Obviously, the black only available in 3 pockets rather than the left corner as well. Yeah. Pink's not available, so it's not a straightforward break.
No, but you'd think you could get most of the reds here without doing too much work to move stuff. So I don't know. This is a good chance, here.
It's certainly a good chance to get right back into the frame. I'm not sure he'll win the frame at this visit,
14.
but he's got 5 more loose reds, so possible 40 points from those.
Yeah. Roll this one in and leave his options open for a blue or a black. Oh no, he's gone for a different red.
He's played some sort of cannon there.
Yeah, he's tried to do something with the pink, I think.
15.
But I would have
he's got the black, but he needs to be a bit careful not to snooker himself on the red to the left corner. I suppose back up he's got the red into the yellow pocket, but
I'm always tempted if he hit this black just to play it, hit it and play it with top and then end up on the same side that he's on. Just to bring it across.
Yeah.
But he's playing the blue.
He's playing the blue. I'm not sure I agree with that shot, because look at this.
Well.
20.
Well, 20 break.
I'm just with you, Chinny. I think you've got to try and keep your options open there. So, but he's raced to 20, hasn't he? That's
yeah.
He's back in the frame, but he's going to have to play a good safety here, because I don't think he can get to any pot unless the red to the left corner.
Oh, what safety would you play here?
I think I'd be playing thin off the red next to the pink. He's trying to swerve this in.
Wow.
Oh, what a shot.
Wow.
What a cracker that was, but it's not getting any easier. That black's gone a bit awkward now. So, but that was a high tariff shot. If he missed that, he probably loses the frame. So he's playing the yellow now, just dropping it in. And this is what we were saying, a measured player, Rainey. He doesn't smash them round the table. He's a bit of a roller, isn't he? So
yeah.
Red next to the black here. Try and open it into play. I think it could be quite a fruitful red to go for.
He might be going down the... Well, yeah, he wouldn't go for the red on the side, would he? No. Oh, wow. Okay.
He is playing it. I've got to say I'm surprised by that. There was an opportunity to get the black back into play there. I know the black's not awkward where it is. You could still pot it, but just tidy the table up a bit. Because where's he going to get the red from here? He's going to have to dig down on the blue, which makes us a little missable because it is playing across the face of it. So no, he's just dropping it in again. So he's leaving himself more difficult shots, but he knows he can pull them out. Yeah, I suppose. So he's back to 8 points behind now. And this is where the hard work begins. This red is the last really easy red to get on. So what would you be playing up for here, Chinny? I'd maybe think trying to get up for brown or yellow.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, he screwed it back, but I think I would have tried to get the brown or the yellow, but also if I underhit it, I could get the blue. But I don't think I would have screwed it back like that. He's
going to have to play the blue into the corner here.
Yeah.
And screw it back, and it's a bit. He's got the red into the yellow pocket. If he just screws this blue back to get the white right of the pink spot, it's a good chance to get on that. And if you overscrew it, you might have a chance of... Oh, he's playing safe. Wow. That's the shot I didn't expect him to play.
I think he might have a... No, he doesn't have a snooker.
Mark Selby.
I'd be maybe having a little look to see if the cue ball was in the green pocket, whether you could pot the red next to the black here. But he's just got down and played it. I suppose he's playing it soft enough that the black's going to snooker the red. So.
I like that shot. That's a clever shot. I mean, he might be able to see the red here, but I don't think he can do much with it.
Well, yeah. I think it'll just be a thin safety shot off the one next to the pink again. Come back up the table. Get the cue ball somewhere on that right-hand side so that you can't pot the red. But again, it's a battle of the safeties, and both players will be a little annoyed they haven't won the frame.
Definitely. Well, he's playing the red at the bottom just to get the
I
angle
didn't
to get
realise I
back
could
up.
see that. What a great shot this is.
That's a nice shot, that. Just had a better angle to get up there in the awkward sort of position behind the brown and yellow. But not too difficult of a safety to reply. These guys can hit that power bar pretty much, 9 times out of 10. So don't expect
he's
him
just playing a similar shot to what he did before. He's just got to make sure he's hit it hard enough, and he has. So it's gone very tense again, and Rainey's got a pretty tough reply now. Just because you don't want to hit that red next to the pink as thin as possible, because you're almost guaranteed to leave the red next to the black that way, I think. We might just have a roll-up coming up. But then you're going to leave that red next to the black, so actually he's in a spot of bother here, unless he plays a riskier safety. I'm thinking maybe hit the red nearest the bottom cushion, about half ball, and try and swing the white over towards the green. But
there's no obvious path here. This is why Rainy Lamb's taking so long.
I think in real life the safety shot is a lot easier, but because long potting is fairly straightforward on this game, it's a tough shot to judge. Because you would just play thick off the red nearest the top cushion, but he's trying the thin shot. I feel like you're almost guaranteed to leave the red next to the black. Is the cue ball gonna keep going?
Wow, look at that for a shot.
I feel like he got away with that. He didn't play that hard enough to get behind the brown. I think he was trying to get onto the cushion. But a little bit more pace didn't hurt anybody on those shots, so be happy with that. And well, Halborn's quite happy to play the same shot that he has been playing recently, just dumping this white in the middle of the table. Is it hard enough?
I think you can see it, but
it's a tough pot, and you've got to be very careful of the in-off here.
Rainy Lamb denied an easier blue, so I just can't see him going for that red. No, he's not.
Yeah, he's straight down playing the safety. This time he's got the length more like what he wanted before. Has he left the red on? No. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. He might... Oh, can you see that red on by the bottom cushion? Oh, you can see the red by the pink.
You're surely going to hit the other red on the way back, are you?
I think he's just hitting it so thin that it's going to bounce pretty much straight.
He's got to nail the power bar here, because if this goes wrong, I think it could be end of frame. He's playing the same pace.
He did touch it.
Wow. Strip the paint off it. That was so thin. But it had to be thin, because he could have easily hit that other red on the way back.
Yeah.
But you'd be happy with that. So Rainey, I think the angle's a bit less favourable here for the shot he played before to get the white behind the yellow. He's trying it again though. No, he's hit it a bit thick.
Look at that.
And he's hit the blue.
That must have been a power bar issue. And just Rainy Lamb I don't know, he just looks a little bit tense during this first frame, which is the first time we've ever seen him make big mistakes, really.
Yeah, he's just off the boil at the moment, I think, and we've all been guilty of it through this tournament, just having little spells of playing not like yourself, but...
I say this in the safety of being in the commentator's box, you know. Oh, God, what's he doing? But we've all done it. We've all been there. So he's getting rid of this black now, which he'll spot back onto the black spot, but he hasn't really got into that very well. He either overdid it or underdid it.
I think he misjudged the line it was going to come off there. I think he was playing for this red into the yellow pocket, but he's still taking it on. He's 15 points in the lead here, so these two reds with colours would be enough if they were high enough value. This looks a bit thick.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it looks a bit thick to me. It's amazing, isn't it?
Look where this cue ball's going.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, that's a
Joe special.
It's a tempter. It certainly is, but I'd just be very wary that I'm going to hit the black and red unless I play it absolutely perfectly. You can play this with screw and right-hand side and swing it back round as a shot to nothing, but it's such a difficult shot to pull off this. But I fancy Rainey to go for it. The harder you play these, the less chance they've got of going in. He's playing it.
And he's
just dropping it. He's fully committing to this.
Wow.
What a shot.
Oh, but he's unlucky. That's unlucky because he went for it, you know.
He did go for it, yeah. That was always the problem. You were going to cannon the black, but I mean, he was very unlucky with that. So does he just play the safety here, or is he going to try and power this blue in? Lots of top spin. Try and get back down the table. I mean, if you end up anywhere on the right-hand side, you're going to have a shot at this red, so I think it's worth the punt at the blue here.
Yeah, I think so. He's going to play it with a lot of top, I think.
Yeah, this is a... Wow. Good job it wasn't the other Joe. He's a little bit fortunate there, but he'll settle for it. What a shot.
Wow. He's back in.
Blue. But he's got to get onto a colour here, and that pink and black are not straightforward.
No.
And he will need up to the pink, I think. He's 9 points behind. Red and blue would put him 3 points behind. He's going to put him in trouble, isn't he?
Yeah. That's
a nasty shot.
Yeah, I mean, it suits his character, I suppose. He does tend to twist the knife a little bit, Rainey Lamb. He shows no mercy. And here we go, and he can really put him in some danger if he gets it in the right spot.
I'd almost be tempted as Rainey here to try and bring the pink into play. That's exactly what he's done there. That's such a clever shot because he knows he needs up to the pink, so it's no good just rolling up to pink and black because he might get 4 points and an easy yellow, but he's actually brought the pink into play now. Yeah. So
look, he's in trouble. Like you know he's in trouble because he's. Yeah. Whenever you got to look the opposite way of where the ball is, like you're in trouble. Yeah. And
this doesn't look right to me at all.
No,
I think I'd have to be coming off the right hand side cushion and maybe trying a 2 cushion escape.
I think I'd even be tempted with 3. But he's going to go the green, but it's nowhere near it. But I'd be tempted to go.
Oh, it's a free ball.
Yeah, like if I went bottom right cushion, so like bottom cushion, right cushion, and then left cushion, you could probably do a 3 cushion escape. But it's not easy.
It's not easy. The green's kind of in the way of a 2 cushion escape as well.
Yeah.
So you just got to. He's put him back. I'm very surprised at that. But as we say, twisting the knife, and he needs to come much further over. I think.
Yeah.
This looks better. He needs to play it with pace, though, because it's just going to throw when you play it soft.
Yeah, that's better, but like you say, not quite
It's
right.
that first cushion. He needs it to square up a bit off that first cushion, so just a little bit more pace, and I think he's got that. But then it's not just hitting the yellow, it's getting it safe.
Yeah.
As we hit level pegging now.
Would you be tempted with the free ball there? I mean, you just get the brown. You could have slotted the brown in. You'd be on the yellow.
I don't think it was a free ball.
Oh, was it not? Sorry, yeah.
No. I would have been tempted before because he had a straight blue. This looks a bit better. Oh, he's gone the other side of it.
Oh.
Now then, really, do you take the miss on that? Because that was an excellent effort from Halborn.
Foul and a miss.
Mark Selby, he'll be going back. No, Rainey Lamb's played on, has he?
I think he's still deciding. There you go.
That's harsh.
I would though. I you know.
Yeah, I totally agree. In competitive snooker, definitely.
Yeah, I know they're friends, but well, I was going to swear then. We haven't swore on this commentary, but that goes out the window for me.
And look at this.
Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just come off the cushion, so it's a little easier than it would have been. But that green is not a nice shot. Even on this game, where shots down the cushion are all right, but unless you're absolutely straight on that green, it's not an easy shot, and it's difficult to judge.
Well, yeah.
I certainly think from there, I'm not sure he'll be tempted by this.
Well,
would you play this, Jenny?
No, I don't think I would. I think I'm a little less comfortable with rail shots in the game than you are. I think when you talk about them, you seem to not get phased by them, but I always tend to overcut them for some reason. There you go. I don't know if you went for that, but that's probably what I would do.
Yeah, I think he did go for that, but no, I think it's the ones that are tight to the cushion are really, really tough. I think the ones that are a bit further away from the cushion are a little bit easier on the game, but that looks a bit thin to me. I don't know about you, Chinny.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But again, he's not left an easy pot here. This is such a tense end of the frame. Both players just seem to be playing a little quickly, or quicker than they usually would anyway. So Rainy Lamb 6 points ahead, believe it or not, in this frame. I don't know how he's pulled that out. But
that snooker just really put Lee in danger, man. But this
turned to screw, didn't it? It's missed.
It's a miss.
Wow. And I think that's got to be frame over here. Surely Lee is going to win the frame. He's got to, otherwise he's going to absolutely kick himself. He's had so many chances. I wouldn't be dropping it in. I'd have to punch it round off 2 cushions.
I think he's just making sure of it. Leaving himself the middle.
Which it isn't a bad shot, but then you've got to contend with a trickier position on the blue, I think, after these. So let's go 1 point in front, so he's going to need the brown, the blue, and the pink to take this all-important first frame.
He's just under-hit it a little bit, but...
That was always my problem with that shot.
He's got to be careful here, because he's...
I just think you've got to hit it harder. I think if you try and drop it, that's when you're going to snooker yourself. But he's absolutely playing it dead weight. Is it going to go in?
Oh my God, he's missed it but not left it. Wow.
Yeah, you cannot play this down the cushion because you'll go in off. Will he be tempted by the shot off the cushion and, off the ball cushion and cut the blue in that way? You get sort of 2 chances at it. But
I'd definitely look if it was cuttable. I mean, it is so fine, but the way these guys...
I think it's gone a bit too far past the middle.
I don't know. Oh man, I don't know. These guys could hit the powerball bang on. I reckon they could cut this in, but I don't know what he's doing here. He did try and cut it in.
I just didn't think. Where's the cue ball going?
Ow!
Oh.
Ow! That hurts. Wow. I think he did try and cut it in, but he just lost the confidence in terms of power. Or if he just smacked that one, he would have got it.
I still don't think it was cuttable. I've got to say, Chinny.
We need to set it up in the practice table and see if it goes. But no, he's given up. He's given up. So yeah, he knows.
Was that. Well, that's a bit unsportsmanlike from good old Rainey there.
Yeah,
but,
it's. I don't know. I just think maybe he's just frustrated. Maybe because you're not in the room with him, are you? So you just don't know. But he's threw his cue on the table and given up. So there you are. It's 1-0 to Halborn. Can you believe it? And he didn't. I mean, he still needed the colours. So there you have it. That was the first frame done. We are on to the second frame, and it is Halborn to break this time. So let's have a look if Rainy Lamb can redeem himself, Joe.
Yeah, first frame that he's lost in the whole tournament. So
yeah. But he's seething.
Yeah, I mean,
seething. Rage quit.
I just can't believe he conceded like that. It's very unlike him. But,
yeah, maybe he just knew. He just like, I know Lee so well. I know he's just going to do this. So let's just get it over with. There's always a chance that he won't.
But he still needed the pink, so he could have overhit that and could have went in off the pink or anything.
There's always a chance. I mean, you go all the way to the finish line and then just to sort of trip up on the end and just say nah, forget it. It just seems a little bit irresponsible. But I think it didn't look good for him. But you never know. That's the thing. You just never know if he's going to pip it.
Because he could have missed a power bar, or you know.
The nerves are on him as well. The pressure's just as much on him as it is on Rainy Lamb. So, but hey,
it probably wouldn't have mattered. Halborn probably would have won the frame, but I just don't agree with conceding before the frame's finished. Well, although I've done it to Selby a couple of times on the career mode, I must admit. So,
Well, look at that. He's got a chance.
He's straight in here.
Straight in, and this is what he wanted. He's just. Got a red, got a couple of loose reds that might be available.
I think the red, certainly on the right of the cluster, I think goes into the left corner. Yeah. But I don't think that other red does. Well, certainly not at the moment, it doesn't. But
it's close if it does. But he's got a chance here to get on the black and get a very good angle. He's having a look at that red, and it does go, but it's tight.
Yeah, I think I'd play the other red and try and bring reds into play. Personally.
Yeah, well, let's see what he does here. I'm excited because Rainy Lamb.
This with a load of side. He's going into the pack here.
Yep. He's frustrated. He's well. Look at that. A ton of side made it bounce very nicely on the side cushion, and he's on this beautifully. Halborn hasn't had a bit of a chance. Left one red, and here we go. Rainy Lamb is off, and this is exactly what he wanted. He's full of he's probably full of rage at this point. So he's like, okay, now he's got his chance. Yeah, now this is a more traditional game.
There is 6 loose reds here, so I'd expect him to score 40, 50 points now, and at least get a decent amount into the lead before he needs to disturb the rest of the reds. But possible 147 here.
Well,
if you think about it, but I'm sure he won't be thinking about that just yet.
Not yet. He's just played it with top, just to bounce off the cushion, give him more wiggle room to get on it. No danger of underscrewing it or overscrewing it if you do that. So he's got enough of an angle here to make something of it. Could either play a lung red in the top corner, or he looks like he's playing it hard enough for it to come all the way around. He's going to play for one of these reds on the right, I think.
Yeah.
He's screwing it now.
With a bit of reverse side here.
Yep.
He might need a bit more than that to get where he wants, but we'll see. Yeah.
Well, you never know where the balls are going to go if you go into them, but that's worked out very nicely. Developed 3 more reds out of nowhere, so this is looking like a very, very good opportunity for Rainy Lamb.
And what would you have done for this opportunity?
I would have killed the man, Joe. Yeah, there's things that I can't explain. That would have been, it would have been Tiger King level of insanity for me to get this chance, Joe. But hey, my dream has gone. And he's playing this very, very hard.
He's going into them again here.
Look at this.
He doesn't need to do that, but
no, he's done it again, and now there's no pack left to go into Rainy Lamb, so
he's going to have to start playing positional shots for once in his life, isn't he? So
yeah, that was quite harsh. That was, Joe. Well, for once in his life. Okay, yeah, he's got the shot in the middle here. Would you go in and out of bulk here, or do you just drop it in and
I think I'd just drop it in and play for ball colour here. you've got reds all over the table. I'd kind of want to get the green back on its spot before long, if I was being pedantic. But
I think he's a bit gutted about the 147 because he was looking at some other reds before he went for the easy middle, so he knows now that he's not on for a 147. But even a Sentry at this point would be pretty good.
I'm just surprised he didn't go for the other red and stay on the black, but he's moved the green completely out of the way now. Yeah, I don't know. But, if he wins the frame, he wins the frame. I don't think you'll care much about anything else. So I'd fully expect him to at least get enough points to win the frame here.
Yeah, this is... he's really going to have to make a big mistake. And I just don't think... Now he's got a rhythm. Now he's got his arm in.
I'm just so surprised he's playing the blue here. It's quite negative, isn't it? It's just... the
black's not a hard shot from there. You've got a decent angle to get back amongst them. Like here, he can stun it. He's got 2 reds if he stuns it, guaranteed. But maybe that's what he's doing. He's just thinking, well, let's just guarantee the reds.
He's not even stunning it, Chinny. He's dropping it in.
No, he's dropping it in. Yeah, a little bit negative.
He's lacking confidence, and I don't know if I've ever seen Rainey lack confidence. It's strange. But then he's still going for some of the outrageous shots that he's known for. So it's so weird. Like the first shot he plays tends to be outrageous, and then it's all very measured.
Yeah, all very measured. Yeah. So there you go. He's back on the black ball, and this is a great angle.
Turned down an easier black than this.
He has. He's looking at the pink.
He's looking at the pink now, and. What is going on here?
I think he's just trying to free that red up, but
yeah, no, he doesn't need to do that though. He's got a great angle on the black to just, play on 4 or 5 reds here. Whereas with the pink, he's sort of resigned himself to 1 red. And if you overhit it, which he has done,
that's a bizarre shot. I don't know. I think he expected to get on this red on the left here from that, maybe, but. Oh no, he's not looking at it. I think he's
just making a meal of this.
Yeah, the black was the shot there for me, but
the black's been the shot the last 2 here, and if he doesn't take the black after this, I just don't know what's going on. I think somebody's gone in and took Rainey's controller here. I don't know what they've done with the real Rainey.
Yeah, I don't know. He's got to his head. They've got to him, man. Yeah, he's going to drop
this in.
It's a good shot. No, surely he has to go for the black.
He's not on the blue, and he's not on
come
the
on.
pink.
He's going to go for the green. He's going to go for the green.
Yeah. Just shocked, Chinny. I mean, he's on 51, and it's just a testament to how good these reds are split, I think. I don't think this will be up there with the spectacular breaks of the series at the moment, but he's got to be a bit careful. I'd be stunning it because a lot of the reds cover each other into the left corner pocket, so he is just stunning this up, and that's a good little shot.
That's a nice shot. That's a good shot. That's more like it.
That's more like it, yeah. But he could have played that shot 3 blacks ago.
Well, you get there in the end.
You get there in the end. He's 58 points in front here, so there's a couple of more reds he needs to pop before.
Yeah, and he's just getting this slightly more awkward red here, which I quite like because he's just opening up the options even more so.
It's a bit straight on the black, though. It's not straightforward. He's coming around to have a look at what goes into the middle pocket and maybe thinking about that red below the pink. If you just drop this in, cue ball forward about a foot and play that red just below the pink into the right middle. So there you go.
Wow. Very different frame.
Well, he's not playing that one. He's playing the slightly more difficult red. It's not that difficult, but
just a completely different frame now. This has took almost 10 minutes to do this.
Yeah.
And he's pretty much sealed the frame. and he'll be really happy with this, bringing it back to 1-1 if he can just finish up the few more reds and just guarantee that there's no chance at all for a snooker or anything.
Yep, so this yellow for the frame then. There it is.
Yep.
So he's now 69 points in front with 67 on the table. So 1 4-point snooker required, but I don't think Halborn will be coming back to the table anytime soon.
No.
Although this looks a little thick to me. No, he's just adjusted it there.
Be nice to see another century.
It certainly would, and he's not going to get a better chance than this. You wouldn't have thought. So, ginger guy in the audience on the edge of his seat there.
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
Willing that ball in.
He loves it. He's always here every week. Yeah.
And 51 of those weeks there's no snooker on, so
Yeah, I don't know. He just kind of hangs out there. It's weird.
Oh, has he snookered himself?
He's all right. He's all right, I think. Oh, maybe not. No. Oh, that's a shame. He's gonna swerve it. Yeah, it's not an easy shot. This he's gonna have to hit it bang on. Exactly where the white dot is. And he just overhit it, so he's missed it.
So no century for Rainy Lamb, but
no.
That break of 70 yards will make him happy and
very happy.
Level the scores again.
Let's see if Halborn plays on. No, he
Halborn
does.
Concedes.
He does concede, and you can't blame him for that. That was the right thing to do. And it's 1-1, Joe. That's crazy.
Yeah. It was a very quick frame. I mean, he made a bit hard work for himself, I must admit.
Yeah, but he got there, and
he got there. Yeah,
just such a different frame to what we first had. The first frame took 40 minutes, and then the second frame took probably about 12-13 minutes. But we're on to the third frame now, and it's Rainy Lamb to break. This is going to be a massive confidence boost for Rainy Lamb.
Well, what Rainy Lamb now knows is that he can win a frame in one visit. Halborn needed 6 or 7 chances in that first frame, but he's got a chance here, I think. That's gone a bit wrong. Is he on this red? Oh, you haven't got Halborn's third frame, have you?
No, unfortunately not.
We won't know.
We won't know until
we know. I think he can get to this. So I'd be very surprised if he didn't take it on.
He is taking it on, and in it goes. And he's unfortunate there because he played it at some pace to zhuzh the reds around, but at least develop 1 or 2 of them. But he's just knocked the one loose one that was already out.
He's got a decent position on the brown, though. He can just power this off the side cushion and come across for that red. I think the red will pass the pink as well, so you can just drop this in if you want to.
So he's just dropping it in.
Exactly what he's doing.
And now he's got a decent chance at getting an angle on a colour.
Might go straight into the pack here, Chinny.
It's always risky to do it on a red going into the pack because there's only 6 colours to go for, so it's such a risky shot. But
it is. But if you play it hard enough, I fancy you to get on one. He just didn't play it with enough conviction there.
No,
he sort of half-heartedly played it, and he's glanced off the reds rather than a nice thick contact. But do you play the cheap blue here?
I don't know.
Stun over for the red into the same pocket.
I'm not sure if he's got the angle for that, but I don't know. There's also a tempting shot to just roll up to the yellow as well.
It's just a bit of distance between cue ball and yellow. That's what makes me worry about that shot. But he is playing the shot I suggested.
Yeah, and he's almost played it perfect.
Just overhit it, has he? He just almost needed to stun it further over to the left, didn't he? And
that was so close.
Absolutely perfect. But he's, he's got 11 points on the board. It feels like the first frame again here, Chinny.
That's a really difficult shot to get on that red from that blue. So
it is.
He almost did it, which is credit to him.
It was a cracking attempt. He's coming around and look at the plant here.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even spot that. There you go. You got to make it a little bit, but
you got to make it a bit. You've got to play this quite thin. It's very risky.
He's doing that. That's exactly what he's doing.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think he's aimed for the pocket and then aimed for it to be a bit more thin. Look, so I think he's playing for the plant here, and he's going for it. And he's got it.
Great shot! Great shot!
Wow, sweet as a nut.
Yeah.
So what's the shot here? Has he got the angle on the blue?
I think you just got to run through on the blue. You can get on that red on the Halborn played for.
He's got to get the weight right. He's playing top left here. So
I don't think he's spotted that red. He's going into the pack.
Yeah, he might have spotted it, but he just wants to get this over with, quick and painless.
Possibly, yeah. But this cue ball could go anywhere here.
And it does. It does. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I didn't fancy that to be on. He's got the Captain Goodspeed special here, but
yep, he could just go for it.
Other than that, he's coming around to have a look at it now. That suggests to me that he didn't know that red was there, unless he's looking for a plant. But
yeah, I mean, he could have just. He could, we've seen that he will smash into the pack from a red, so he could have just rolled for that red.
Yeah.
And then done the smashing into the pack, but he went for the shot to nothing.
A bit thick.
And he's missed it, but
he's left it on. That's the problem. If you hit them thick, the cue ball doesn't come back up the table. So Halborn's now got a glorious opportunity to stun into this pack and open everything up here. I think I'd be screwing off the pack rather than forcing it through. I think you're just a bit more likely to get onto the colour if you do that. And that's exactly what he's done.
What a shot.
What a shot. Needs that cue ball to pull up. And it has. So what a chance for Halborn here to...
Yeah. He can reply from his last frame. Can Halborn do the same?
In the knowledge that his high break is nice and safe. Because last frame it could have come under pressure, I think. But this is really good.
Wow, this is exciting.
I'd want to be getting rid of that red to the left of the black as soon as possible.
Yep.
Because it's just causing a bit of an issue at the moment. I think it does probably go into the right corner pocket. But
that's a great shot.
That's a really nicely controlled shot.
Yeah.
Don't think he can get a cannon here.
Yeah, that's the only way he can stay on that red. The problem red that you pointed out next to the black on the left of it.
Yeah.
The cannon's in the red.
He might just leave it a shot or two here. Yeah. I don't know what red he has played on, but
I think he tried to hold for the red that we suggested he cannon into, but he's just played it a bit too hard. He's got the red at the top of the cluster of reds there.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that.
Go.
I mean, he's obviously got the red to the left corner, but that's tricky on this game.
Look
but
at
he's
that.
Played it well. Played it with confidence, and I think that's what you got to do sometimes. Just get down and play it.
Just get it. And he might have a straight enough angle here just to screw it back a little bit for this awkward red. On the
I think he does. I think as long as you don't hit it too hard, because the harder you hit it, the wider it's going to come off the black. So probably just about 35-40% here. Maybe not even that.
Well, he's cannoned into
played the cannon, and it could have gone wrong. He's got a red to the right middle, I think.
Yeah, that's the shot he's left with. Maybe that red that it's really close to in the bottom corner, but I'd have a look.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't fancy
if it's
it.
Straight, then it's not bad. But
surely it'd be the middle bag.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's what he's playing. Yep. That's a good shot.
He's
just not quite got the cue ball on a string here yet, has he?
Just knocked the pink safe. This is a
I
tough.
think I'd be powering around the table here. Lots of top and left hand side. Knowing I've got that red to the right of the green if I need it. Because if you play it with loads of top and left hand side, it'll power it in and out of balk, and then you'd come over onto those reds next to the pink spot. But he's just dropped it in.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what shot he goes for. I think the red to the left corner rather than the one closest to the cue ball.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely roll it for the black. He's got a small window here for the black, and I think he's gone too far.
He's over it, yep.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about there. He's going to play the blue, and he can...
Getting on the red's a bit tricky here.
Yeah, if you with the game, I think if you put a bit of right-hand side, it'll force it over, and then he's got the red by the green and also the most far left red of the...
I don't know if he can get enough right-hand side on that. I think he's going to have to play it with a load of power and screw, and he's just dropping it in.
He's avoiding the big power shots.
Yeah.
He just doesn't seem to be... He's just dropped it in. That's a good shot.
It's a good shot, yeah. Get onto that red. He was putting all his eggs in one basket there, but...
he's got on it really nice.
He's on it, so just drop this in. I'd be tempted to play brown or yellow here, I think, rather than the blue, just to have a bit more control over where this cue ball goes.
I think I would play the blue, possibly come off 2 cushions, bottom and right.
Yeah, I'd just worry about under hitting it with that shot, but he's probably going to be all right. He's playing the brown as suggested, so just to have that bit more control. You knew you were going to get onto this red, so
that's a good shot.
Now, can he avoid the cannon on the other red here when he follows through? I don't exactly know what the angle's like, but I can imagine it's going to be close to cannon and either one of the 2 reds.
I'd be tempted to put top on the ball here, just get off the bottom cushion. You've got the blue if you need it, but the black you've got a chance at, and he's got the blue. And he's got an angle on the blue where he can get onto that red by the pink spot.
Yeah, he needs to play this with a bit of power now. He can't afford to just drop this in because it makes the red missable if you do that. And also, you're guaranteeing that he's going to have to play the cannon.
Just has to get right side of that pink spot, and he's got 4 juicy reds to go at, pretty much. So he's
playing...
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Yeah, he's played the right shot there. So, good chance now to get onto the black. He's already 48 in the lead, 67 on the table.
Wow, what a reply this is after that frame.
Yeah.
Fantastic opportunity.
2 reds with a colour in the middle, and he's back in front here. And 1 away from putting out the favourite.
Wow. What a chance.
And I think he's there for the taking, Rainey. I know he played brilliantly in the last frame, but the first frame, he was a bit all over the place.
Yeah.
I think he'll admit that himself. He's got very high standards for himself, and he seems to be saying he's only playing at sort of 75% so far this tournament. And, which Selby in real life does a lot, doesn't he? He starts terribly in the tournament and gets better and better.
He just gets better, yeah, he does. Whereas, sort of Mark Williams is a little bit more consistent. He's quite accurate, really. But, I don't know, Mark Williams sometimes has his bad days.
Yeah, certainly does. But, all top players. But Halborn has secured the frame now. So he'll be looking at potentially getting a century himself here. I think the pink's the only obstacle to that.
Yep.
And that red, funnily enough, that red to the left of the black, we called it right at the start of the break that he'd want to get rid of that, and it has caused him a few problems this break, and it's still there.
Still there. You said, "Oh, he'll worry about that later." He's just ignoring it.
He's just forgot it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like, I'm not looking
or
at
just not managed to ever get onto it. So.
Yeah. He forced that over there, and he's not
playing it with a bit of reverse side.
He's got a good angle on this to get on the 1 red above the black.
Yep. He's given himself 1 chance though to get onto that trickier red.
Yep.
So, but I think once this red's gone, I think the other red's a bit easier to get on there.
That's a great shot though. That he held that so well.
Yeah.
That's not easy to do on Master Plus on Snooker 19.
No, it certainly isn't. Obviously, no white line. You just gotta sort of use your own judgment.
Yeah.
He's played that well.
Just doesn't want to be by the cush. It just limits his options.
Yeah, he's going to have a look at whether this red passes the black into the other corner pocket.
No, I'm not sure it does, to be honest. If it does, it's tight.
Or maybe into the right middle.
Yeah, that's probably more likely. But he doesn't have a lot of wiggle room. He can put a bit of top on it, roll forward, drop it in, and then he's got the top right corner, the green pocket, or he's got the right middle pocket to play for. But no, he's
trying the cannon.
It was a good effort, though.
We're going to see the century, Chinny.
No, it's I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing that the only century so far was against me. But no.
I think we all expected a lot more centuries.
Yeah, I thought they'd be flying in centuries, to be honest. And there you are. He's conceded the frame. So the third frame goes to Rainy Lamb, Mark Williams. So that is now 2-1 to Mark Williams, Halborn, and Rainy Lamb. Halborn's ahead 2-1. Crazy. I don't think I'm with you, Joe. I just didn't think this would be how the match would be going. This is exciting.
Yeah, I think you can tell the pressure's on both players, but in the last two frames, we've had a 75 from Rainy Lamb and that 73 there from Halborn. So I think they're starting to get into their stride a little bit. But 2-1 now to Halborn. This is really going to test both players' temperament as we go into the possible final two frames here.
Yeah. So it's 2-1 to Halborn, 2-1 to Mark Williams. Rainy Lamb really needs to get back into the frame. If Halborn wins this, just want to clarify, this is best of 5. If he wins this frame, he's through to the finals. This is a lot riding on this one, Joe.
Yes, Halborn. Yeah. I think if you're Halborn, you're just looking for a good chance, really. One good chance in either of these next two frames, and hopefully you won't have any regrets. But this is pressure
stuff. So Halborn to break, and he's doing his classic break. Halborn has a YouTube channel where he tells you how to do this very break, and I've been trying it myself, Joe, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, no, I tried it in my match. Unfortunately, I messed up both of my break-offs. But
it's not a guarantee, but it's pretty solid. You do get
if you hit the power bar, it's bob on every time. But that's a good safety from Rainey, and he knows now he's got to keep it tight because he doesn't want to give Halborn a chance to win the match.
No. So we have both angles now. We're back on having both angles for this, so it should be interesting to see both players. And man, the pressure! Look at that. He just double tapped the reds, just hit the reds on the way back. That could have been really dangerous. But any thicker he could have stayed.
Worked out really well though, hasn't it?
Yeah, he's done all right. Look, Rainy Lamb looking for that loose red. Always goes for that crazy loose red, just on the left or right of the pink spot or something, and he can't see it, so he's flicking off the pack again.
He's just got to be a bit careful of avoiding the double kiss here.
What do you think's going through Rainy Lamb's mind here? Because he at the same time you want to play your normal game, but everything is riding on this frame. He has to win 2 frames on the bounce to get through to the final. So what do you do? Do you change your game, Joe? Do you just tighten everything up, or do you just carry on as normal and go for the reds that you can get?
I think you've just got to carry on as normal. I think we've seen in my match I started to play a lot more negatively, and it cost me in the end, I think. So at least for Rainey, whose safety play has not been at its best today, I think he has got to try and force the issue a little bit, because Halborn is in a position where he doesn't have to take risks, so he's not going to be interested in opening it up. This is risky though from Rainey with the safety play.
Swerve off the other side of the pack here instead of flicking off the left of the pack as we look at it. just so he can get a better angle around the brown and green. But he's missed the power bar, hit the blue, and gone in off.
Well,
I
mean, I cannot believe he's done that. I just didn't see the value in it, really.
That could be. That could be.
Could be
that could be
shot,
it.
Believe it or not.
Jesus, look at this for a shot. This is all Halborn needed to win his matches before this. So there is no reason why he cannot do this. Wow. Look at that.
What a chance this is.
What a chance.
And what must be going through his mind right now? You know, he's thinking, let's try and keep it as simple as possible.
Yep. I'd be tempted to play the red down the cush here after this blue. But he's hitting it.
We're bottom. It's
yeah, I don't know. I didn't like that shot.
No,
but...
I think he was hoping that he would get a nice bounce off the cushion, but he's okay on this red.
He's got a good angle to.
He's just got to drop this in, like gravity takeover here.
To be fair to him, the way I would have played that blue, you wouldn't have got a good angle to get on a colour, but I would have just relied on a cheap blue or something. But he's going to get a nice bounce, and he's played that lovely there. And
yep. He might still play the cheap blue though.
He might still, yeah, just because he's gonna have a better position on the reds, but he might just put a little bit of bottom on this just to get on the right side.
It's worth checking where this pink goes if he was to play the pink, but no, he's going for the blue. Well, he might just drop it in to guarantee being on a red, rather than stun it and risk snookering yourself.
What I've learned about watching Rainy Lamb and Halborn is they don't leave much to chance. They leave as little as possible. You know what I mean? They go for shots like this, for example. You know, they don't risk and do.
They trust their potting ability rather than their positional ability.
Yeah, mind you, that he could have been better on this. He rolled a little bit more forward than I think he wanted to, but.
Yeah, it's a tough shot, and that other red's a bit of a distraction. I think if that red wasn't there, he'd knock this in every time. But a good shot, trusting to look a little bit with position, and he's not ideal.
Look at this! Wow.
So Rainy Lamb's ears will be pricking up here.
Is this end of break? I mean, he's looking at this ball because this ball means he's in the final if he can get this. You know. That's what it means to him. That's what's going through his head. Oh, he's going for it. Wow, and he's gone in off.
Cue ball's in. Where's the pink going? Well, not that matters, but
that's a wild shot at this stage of the game.
Big moment in this match. That.
Wow, look at this. Rainy Lamb can't pick up the white quick enough, and he's back in. He must be just amazed that he's got another shot here.
Yeah, he'll be a bit annoyed where the pinks ended up though, because you know this is a horrible chance, really.
Yeah.
You know, unless he can get the black back on its spot, but you know he can work off the blue for a little bit, but he is going to have to get something back up here.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty limited on the blue though. There's only so many. That's why he's going to have to put. He's put inside and he's looking to do all sorts with this blue now.
Yeah, I think just keep this simple. To be honest, just roll it in and.
He's playing it with top right, so I think he's trying to come off the top cushion and straighten the white back down as it comes down. But he's all right. That's not a bad shot.
Yeah.
If he did just put top on it, he would have been a little bit too low. But or a bit too close to the cush, but he's kicked it off the cushion. And now, what do you play for here? Looks like he's going to play for the black or the pack.
I don't know what he's doing. He's just smacking it and hoping for the best, I think.
Well, has he got through?
This could go wrong. This could go wrong. Does the black pass the red? No.
Well.
He can just about get to the blue, but this could be a match loser if he misses this.
He would have been in so much trouble if he couldn't see this blue. But he's all right.
He's okay. I think you've just got to let gravity take over here. And that's exactly what he's doing. Might want to play it a bit pacier than that. It's there. Good shot.
It's a good shot.
Where's the cue ball? Oh, I could have went behind the green there. He's riding his luck a little bit at the moment.
Yeah.
He's looking at the second red. I don't think he can quite get to enough of that. The way he'd have to play it. So he's looking at this red, past the other red. He's not got the full pocket to aim at, so he's got to be accurate with that. And now he's looking all over. He's panicking a bit here, Chinny.
Yeah, he's looking at everything, I think.
He knows one good shot, and he's back in control here. But playing this with pace, this is asking a lot. This is such a tough shot.
He's making sure of it, isn't he?
He's looking at that red again. I just think with how he's going to have to play that red, it's very tough to be as accurate as he needs to be. He's looking at that red again. He just thought, he's swerving it.
He does like a swerve, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. And, if he gets this even slightly wrong, as we've seen, I think, on where he was looking on for a century and he missed the red by a mile. And he's got to get this right on that white dot in the middle. Oh, and he has done, and he's hit the black. Where's it all gone?
Oh, no, the black's come back.
No, he's not on the blue, is he?
That's unfortunate, because, it was such a risky shot. And
I just can't believe he played that, to be honest, Chinny. That could have been his last shot of this year's Virtual World Championship, but he's going to try and drop this brown in, and this is missable. I'd expect him to knock it in, but no guarantee where this cue ball's going the way he's playing it.
Oh,
and the brown's missed.
Wow.
So Rainey was just asking a little bit too much there for me, and Halborn, this is your chance now to get through to the final.
This is it. Halborn has finished frames in worse positions than this. He can do it. He knows he can do it. But can he do it for the semi-final of the virtual Betfred World Championship Snooker 19?
He's just got to be slightly careful of the in-off into the left middle here if he plays this with pace.
It looks like he's trying to ruffle some feathers with that black.
He
screwed it back.
It's okay.
See the screw, but
he's not left it ideal.
No.
I think maybe the yellow would be my shot here. Just both players snatching at their chances, I think, and they're not necessarily playing the way that they normally would. This is a tough shot. I think you want to play this thinner to give the pocket every single chance that you've got. It's there. Great. It is there.
God.
Wow. It knocked 3 times, but knew the password.
I haven't heard that one, Joe. That's good. I like that one.
And now this is the shot Rainey had when he took on the big swerve.
Yeah, this is the one he denied.
He's trying to drop this in. This is
going for
such a delicate shot. This has got to reach.
This
has got to reach. Oh, it's not going to reach. Oh!
Oh my God.
Oh dear, he must have had a wind turbine or something.
What the hell?
Oh, that pocket. How that dropped, I'll never know. But we've said it throughout this tournament. How does he do that?
he just predicts the weight so well. But I would have loved to have seen his face during that shot, because I'm sure he was doing a Wallace and Gromit sort of cheesy grin on that one.
Well, speaking of weight, though, that's a terrible shot.
Yeah.
He's hit that far too soft, and that's end of break.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's looking at the cut here, is he?
He is.
Oh,
look at that. He must.
All he needed to do was get in and out of bulk there, and he had 3 or 4 reds on.
See, what tends to happen is when people run out of position, like, frustration kicks in, and you've got like a minute or 2 window of just being really cheesed off with yourself, and you're in danger of just going for something stupid here. And he looks like he's He's going for the cutback. It is an angle back to bulk. Like you could argue that.
You know, I think if you play this at a normal safety pace, he could get this in behind the pink. So he's gone for it.
And he's missed it.
Oh, that's unlucky. That is unlucky. That was very close. And because he was close, that red stayed close to the corner pocket. But could that be his chance? Gone now. I mean, will he get a better chance than that? He only scored 6 points from that visit, from 4 pots. No, but this isn't straightforward. Oh, he's played it well, though. Where's the cue ball going to end up? How's his luck? Oh, well, the brown doesn't go.
I think both players have desperately tried to get that black free and have failed, and you can see
it's costing them though, because they're making things even more awkward than they.
Yeah, if you look at the table now, the reds are in such an. This is gone to this frame has been. This is Rainey's frame. He's got it to. This is Halborn's frame. He's got it to. I don't know who's going to take this now because everything's tied up. Everything's odd. It's an odd table now.
Oh, he's playing the drag up to the pink. This is high tariff. Playing the drag up to it means he's got to hit this absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
Because if he hits it too hard, it's gonna.
Well, look at this. Look at this. He's having a good look at what he's going to leave here, and
I mean, that's the best place to leave it on the table, but you've got to nail the power bar.
I know, but even I don't know. You can still swerve it though, like that red by the bottom right. Like they'll. I think one of them will do it.
I'm just surprised he's not looked at the blue. I wouldn't fancy Halborn to clear up, even if he misses the blue. So, but remember, Rainey's every shot could be his last. So, but he hasn't quite hit this hard enough, I don't think. How's he?
Wow.
Oh, well, it just kept on running. It just kept on running.
Jeez.
Wow. I just, as you say, geez. I think I'd be swerving for the other red here. Much closer to the corner pocket. He's having a look at that now.
There he is. I'm glad we got both angles for this because this makes it a lot more interesting. But yeah, he's going to go for it. I told you they'll go for it. These two players, they'll go for a swerve, man, any day of the week.
It's such a big shot, and I think if you hit the red near the black spot thin, you could get the cue ball back to where it was. But he is going for it. He's hit it perfect.
Oh my god!
What a shot that is! It could be the match winner. That one from Halborn. What a shot! He's got 4 reds and colours. After this, he's playing the yellow again. I've got to say, I disagree with him on that, but he's the one in a position to get through to the final here. He's hit that well.
Yeah. And
you know what's going to happen here? He's going to try and bring the black into play.
Well, he's got the angle for it. I don't blame him for doing it. He puts I'd put a bit of top on it though, but
so much power.
This
could
top.
go so wrong. He did need top there, because the harder you hit it, the more you widen the angle. So he needed the top spin to cancel that out there. He's back in the same position. He's going to play the yellow again.
This is a wonder. He's doing a Welsh boon here and playing a yellow break.
Well, I mean, he got 2 reds, 2 yellows the last visit to the table.
Yeah.
And this is going to be 2 reds, 2 yellows. He's absolutely whacking this.
This feels like a bit of frustration to me as well.
Oh, he's played this absolutely beautifully. If that cue ball pulls up, and it has done.
Well, look at that.
What a chance this is. He's got to get onto the blue this time, or worse ways, the brown. You've got to get onto a higher value colour, because he's only 10 points ahead here. I'd like to be 30 points ahead before I have to think about that red next to the black. He's just dropped it in for the cheap blue.
Yeah.
Now just screw this back. You've got a choice of 2 reds. You'd be very, very unlucky not to be on at least one of them here. Don't try and bring the black into play.
No, I don't think he is. He's not put enough screw on it for that.
No.
He's just playing for the reds. There you
He's
go.
played it beautifully. What a shot that is.
It's a great shot. It's a great shot. He might feel brave here, and he's got to be careful, but he could screw into the black. No, he's
playing the other red.
Yeah.
As I say, this puts him 17 in front. The blue 22. He's building a really handy lead here. He's the wrong side of the blue.
Yep.
He's going to have to play this with so much screw back.
You might even deny it,
I think you play it with screw back, off the side cushion, top cushion, and sort of swing over past the black spot. But he is just rolling up, as you say. Yeah. Chinny now. It's a bit negative for me, but he's got a 16-point lead.
Yeah, I think he can.
He hasn't got the snooker, though.
See that red.
He might regret that. He may well regret that, because he could have at least got another, 5 points on the board, if not 6. And that's a good shot from Rainey, because this isn't a nice safety shot, and he might just roll up to this. I think you've got to play the roll up here. You can't afford to bring that black into play.
No.
Oh, he's playing. Is he playing it? No. He's thinking about just rolling this red onto the other reds here. I suppose he's trying to reduce the risk of Rainey being able to play it back up here. He's got to nail this power bar.
Wow.
This is so tense, Chinny.
Yeah, I've stopped watching it. I'm sorry, I stopped commentating and started watching it now. I'm just watching what they're gonna do.
So, you would say advantage Rainey at this point in terms of the safety battle. He's just got a bit more leeway with what he can do, but that's not the best shot in the world. So, I think Halborn, you've got to try and hit the second red here as thin as you can.
Halborn is so close here to being in the final.
Yeah, I think you've got to hit the second red.
He's hitting the first by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Maybe you can't see the second red.
I'd maybe be tempted to play this with a bit of side spin and widen the angle a bit, but he's just content getting it back up to the bulk. And
it's a good shot.
It's a very good shot. It's a tough one for Rainey now to get this safe.
Because if he just hits it too hard, he could just hit it into the bottom cushion, then hit the black, and just you could, if you roll up to these reds wrong, like you can leave it on, and it's easy done. So he is rolling up to him, and I don't know. This could go either way. It looks like he's playing it perfect pace. Yeah.
Good shot again, though. Good chance to flick off this red and try and get behind the yellow.
Yep.
I think that's what I'd be trying here, and that's exactly the line that he's picked out. I wouldn't be too mad of trying to knock that black towards the corner pocket here, but this looks pretty good. He's flicked off the brown. That's
unfortunate, but
okay.
Yeah,
he's fine.
He's all right.
Oh. What are you thinking if you're Rainey right now?
Oh, I think you're just gutted, Like, he had his chance on this one, and
he's missed the power bar a bit there.
He's
just flicked that.
Both players have had a chance on this frame. Both of them. Chances that they would definitely usually win on.
Oh, was that a foul?
I don't think so.
Or maybe he paused. I don't know.
I think he paused it. Yeah. I think he rushed
that was,
yeah. So he's got to be careful. If he hits this too thin, he's gonna.
I think that's almost guaranteed to leave it on if he played it like that.
So he's rolling up to it.
Yeah. Just got to be careful now, because eventually you're going to move that second red towards the corner. That's why he's just thinking about playing this a little bit thin, using the black as a stopper here.
Okay.
That's a good shot.
This is Oh my god, I would hate this. Both players do not want this at all. Halvor must be just so on edge right now. He's so close to getting through to the final, and for the situation, for the table to be like this, it must be just so difficult to concentrate,
And what must be going through his head is he's just trying to play the right shot at the right time, which this could turn out to be, because this cue ball could go up towards the pink here if he plays this right, but equally that red could go past the black. So he needs to miss the yellow.
I thought if he was going to kiss the yellow a little bit thinner there, he could have ended up behind the green, but no. But it has shook up things. It has shook up things a little bit. I mean, that red looked like it could have gone there.
Yeah, I think under normal circumstances, Rainey might have been tempted, but he knows at this stage, any shot that he plays could be his last. He's 17 points behind here.
Hit the brown here?
Yeah, I think he will hit the brown. Chinny, I
think he's going to hit it pretty thick as well.
This could go very wrong. Oh, he could end up behind the brown here.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, you can see what he tried, and that was pretty cool actually. That he tried to do that.
This is a nice angle on this red though to come round the cushions and end up behind one of them colours in the bulkhead. This could be a match-winning shot if it goes right.
Well,
he's hit the blue. If that missed the blue, that was looking like a cracker. But he might have got second prize here.
Yeah, that's close. Oh, we can see it. Stiff neck mode.
Around to have a look to see if it passes the red.
Yeah.
And it does.
It does by a long shot.
Is he going to play it?
What are you saying here, Joe? What would you do? You're Rainy Lamb, 17 behind.
Might be tempted by the red here. I don't think there's an easy safety shot. You can't even drop onto it because the other red passes the black as well.
This could be your last shot of the tournament.
I just think you've got to go for it. You cannot play safe here. He is going for it.
Wow.
And what a pot that is.
Under pressure. And he got it. Wow. What a shot.
Now the brown is your shot here to drop onto the other red. I think the blue is a bit harder to do that. He is playing it with a lot of top and left-hand side. Ooh, this looks good. I think you'll be happy with that. What a shot. Could have went in off, though.
Could have went in off. He's kind of hampered a little bit by the cushion. I think he would have liked to see the white full ball, but he's all right. I think he'll take that all day.
Yep, and well, there's not a safe ball on the table, but they're not in the nicest of positions.
Wow, look at this. I mean, he's going to go for the blue here, surely. Yeah.
Yep. So that moves them to 10 points behind. This blue to go 5 points behind, obviously, and then it's the colours. You'll need up to and including the pink to force a decider here. I think.
Wow.
Yellow to green is fine. Green to brown is a key shot. Brown to blue is an even more key shot because you've got to get from blue to the pink. But the pressure here is just unbelievable. So green to brown, key shot coming up. Might even try and flick the pink out here. You're pretty much guaranteed to be on the brown. He's having a look at it. He's playing it with bottom and left. He's going to play the cannon on the pink here. This could be a great shot.
Wow.
What a shot that is. Where's the cue ball going? Where's the cue ball going?
Jeez.
It's okay.
Oh, my God.
But look where the pink's gone.
Look at
I think
that.
that's a frame winner.
He's just
going to drop this brown in. He's going to have the cheap blue and then the pink waiting there over the pocket. That'll be a big sigh of relief, I think, for Rainy Lamb. He'll know he's got this now.
21.
Wow.
Just got to make sure you hit the power bar.
Look
on
at
both
this.
These shots.
Look at this. He's just making sure that he does screw back on this one.
He's playing it a bit harder than he needs to.
I think he's just making sure of it because he won't screw back all the way. But yeah, wow, that's a lot further than I thought it would be actually. Yeah.
Now then, don't do a Tommy triangle here.
No.
I don't think he will, to be honest.
No. I think he's just got to put a bit of bottom on it.
Put bottom on it.
No, he's not. He's not. He's just. Oh God, that was brave. That was brave.
Well, he's won the frame.
He's won the frame.
It doesn't matter.
A win that was. Jesus, we are down to a decider, Joe. A decider.
I can't believe he played that with no bottom on it.
I can't believe that. I would have even dug down into the cue, give the bit of an angle. Just no chance at all of it.
He nearly went
forward.
Off there, Chinny.
That's crazy. Like it's the game, it's the match. Well, game ball and frame ball, and he just risked the follow through. Well, there you go. Rainy Lamb has now brought it to a decider. Rainy Lamb hasn't really been in the match at all. It's Halborn that's been dominating this match, and well,
I just think Halborn's problem is he just hasn't been able to win a frame in one visit, and Selby's come back and he's forced to decide what must be going through Halborn's mind now. He's had chances. He chose to play the safety instead of the tricky positional shot on that blue, and could have come back to bite him.
Well, Joe, it's the decider. Semi-finals. You don't get any more exciting than this.
I know, it's tense just watching it.
It's crazy. I had Halborn down as he's going to win this, but now I don't know. I still have him as a favourite because he's playing. I think, in my opinion, Rainy Lamb, he's a very good player, but just this match, judging on this match, he hasn't played as well as Halborn has. But
yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I think Halborn will be kicking himself a little bit. He hasn't got through, but he's probably going to get chances in this deciding frame. It's just going to be who can hold himself together. But such a prize on the line, isn't there?
Oh yeah, a lot of pressure. So you can understand why, why they're making little mistakes here and there. But it's Rainy Lamb to break.
Could be important, this break off. So he's got to get this right. And look at that, straight in the power bar.
Look at
that. Although that red has come out again, and this happened in the last frame, but may have just covered it this time. Oh, and he has. Look at that.
Yeah, he's all right. He's
only
all right.
Just. But Halborn, I don't think he did a lot wrong in that last frame. Rainey took on a fantastic red and cleared the table beautifully. Yeah. Could have went either way that last frame.
Well, he just snookered himself, didn't he, Halborn? Just one slight mishap, and that was it on the break, I think. And he's paying the price now.
And it's just such a demoralising sight when you were 1 or 2 balls away from winning the match to having another 15 on the table.
Yeah, I think it's almost like Rainy Lamb hasn't got the pressure here. It's Halborn because he was the one ahead, so he must be feeling it. Whereas Rainy Lamb's like he's coming to get you, So obviously there's pressure on both players, but psychologically I think Halborn might be a little bit more like, oh God, I had this match, and now it isn't here, and why are we on the 5th frame?
Yeah. Lovely shot there from Halborn, though. Very clever to come off the top cushion and just push that red into the pack.
It was a good shot.
So,
well, there's 147 remaining. Maybe we'll see a maximum. You never know.
You never know. A nice view of Selby's derriere there. But where's the cue ball going? Oh, in the pocket.
Wounder.
I was too busy looking at Selby's backside.
Yeah, well, you're only human, Joe. We all fall for it. Selby and his
Selby in his rear of the year, you know.
Yeah. Snooker player rear of the year. And he's just under hit the power bar there. It looked like he did, but it looks like he's okay. Mark Williams pulling a very stern face on his shots.
Yeah, neither of these players are looking particularly happy to be here. You know, they haven't got the Gilbert or the Higgins factor. I'm sure we'll see that tomorrow with John. He'll be thrilled to be in the semi. But the Reds back to the way they started, pretty much, apart from that red on the bottom. And, you know, even if you win this safety battle, I don't fancy them to win the match in one visit. I think
no,
we're in for a titanic battle here.
Well, it's going to be very similar to the frame where everything was just grouped together. The first frame where, you know, there was not giving either one of them was giving each other a chance, and it just looks like they've gone back into this. Nope, we're not doing anything now, and we're not going for anything because both have everything to play for here. This is a chance in the final.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, that was a cracking safety shot from Halborn, because this is impossible to play thin off and back up the table, I think.
Oh, wow.
Oh!
Look at that.
Wow. That
Proves
was so
you
close
wrong.
to the double kiss. I just thought that shot was...
I'm with you.
Was very risky,
I'm
but
with you.
He's played it well. He's
played it fantastically well. Just hit it a little bit thicker than he needed to, but not thick enough to do any damage. And great safety play by both players here. Power bar is just getting nailed.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. It's 4 behind. Those 4 points could matter. We don't know.
They could, yeah. We obviously don't know. I'm sure if we could fast forward to the end of the frame and know whether they'll be important. You know, we'll try and keep an eye on that as the frame goes on.
Well, I could fast forward. You know,
you could fast forward, yeah. And
but
if you're not watching the premiere of this, you could fast forward too.
Right.
But
but you won't.
That's not the. Yeah,
I'll just fast forward to the end, and then we'll just get this over with, shall we?
We'll get on with the next match. This one's boring.
I think this is probably one of the best matches that we've had in the tournament. I love it.
I agree. It's, you know, the best of the best of Snooker 19.
Yeah.
You know, and we're seeing the human side of them. We've seen the robotic side of them this tournament, but we're now seeing just how much is at stake and how much they respect each other. Well, a bit of a chance to get in behind the green here. Just hit it a bit too thinner there to play that shot, but he'll settle for it.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, it's these kind of shots where if you just don't hit them right, it could really open things up. But he's played that well.
This could end up behind the brown.
Well,
this could end up right behind the brown. Is it gonna reach? Oh, one more roll, and that was big trouble for Rainy Lamb. He's having a look to see whether this red goes.
Well, you would.
I don't think you can quite get to it anyway.
No, you can't. Unless you can bend space and time. But I don't think you can.
Which we've seen both players do in the tournament so far. So.
Look at this. Oh, a little bit harder. It could have been behind the green here, but it's just going to miss the green, hit the green.
This is just so tense. And you just feel like, unfortunately, this match is going to come down to a power bar mishap. Which I think is such a shame. I mean, it may not do, but the first player that misses that power bar is going to leave a bit of a chance, you feel. Although, having said that, that was a cracking safety again from Halborn. And Rainey's going to have to swerve this. We've seen him do it in the last frame, and it didn't go to plan. This is such a tough shot. He's going to try and hit it thin. It'll swing back round towards the brown and yellow. So here we go. I don't think he hit that, did he? Has he left a free ball? Did he hit that?
Nope.
No, he didn't. So it's a free ball for Halborn.
Missed everything.
I think he's got to go for the yellow here, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Can we get a 155
on the blue? Yeah, possible.
155. Here we go. Oh my god! Wow.
Can't even get the one.
Yeah, you got to get the one.
You know,
he missed that by a mile.
He did. I think he just got down and snatched at that. But again, he's looking to see if that red goes, and it didn't before, and it still doesn't.
He might be looking for a plant or something, but there's nothing on. But I'm just shocked at that yellow. That is pretty much the sort of the biggest mistake Halborn's made so far
in the tournament.
Yeah.
That was a big misjudgment, wasn't it? I mean, they're not 10 out of 10 shots. But,
no, but still,
I'd expected him to get it into the jaws of the pocket at least.
Yeah.
But a good safety from Rainey, and he'll be relieved.
Oh god, yeah. That could have been trouble. That could have been big trouble.
It could have been, if you get half ball on the blue from that yellow and smack into these reds, that could have been a match-winning chance. But back to the safety. So,
yep.
But 8 points now is the number of foul points. So that could be the difference between needing just the pink or needing the black later in the frame. So
it all matters at this point.
So Rainey, once again, just hitting this nice and thin. It's not easy to get these safe because of where the yellow and green are.
Look at this.
Is this going to flick past the brown? It is.
That.
What a shot. It's just ran too far. I think Halborn can get to the thinnest of edges on these reds.
Look at that.
And I'll tell you what, it's a nice little angle to try and get somewhere behind the green here. Yeah, if you just hit it a bit harder, then...
Yeah, just allow it to... Which is exactly what he's done, look. Just to get bounce off the top cushion, get behind the ground. Look at that. That is very, very close.
What a shot, and I think he has pulled it off. I don't think Rainey can get to this. It's a nice, easy escape, though. Just come off the side cushion, rest on those reds just below the pink. And he's coming off 2 cushions. A bit more risky, this. He could push a red out here. Got to judge the pace of this absolutely perfectly. I have noticed that about Rainey. He prefers a 2-cushion escape to a 1 cushion. But here it comes. Looks a bit pacey to me.
Well, can that red go in the middle? Left middle?
We'll soon find out, Chinny.
Ooh.
Oh,
wow.
Fractions.
Look at that. Oh, he's frustrated. He's frustrated.
He is, but he knows he's got Rainey Lamb here.
Yeah.
If he can keep producing the good safety shots, Rainey hasn't got a response to it at the moment.
Just show me he didn't play that harder there. I thought he would have, just to kind of took it behind the black.
Yeah, I think he was just worried. Oh, it's surely not looking at this plant. I mean, maybe not leaving Halborn as his thought here. There's not much danger in playing the thin one up to bulk here. I don't think. He's checking that Lee's got good eyesight.
Quick look.
Oh, one of Mark's biggest fans has gone.
Oh yeah, he's gone. The ginger guy.
Yeah.
Where did he go? Well, that's just a shame, isn't it? That's.
I'll tell you what, though, he might have left this plant that he looked at.
It's
why. Doable.
That's why Mark's playing a little bit off. That's why he missed the yellow. He misses the ginger guy in the audience.
He uses the ginger guy as a bit of a guide.
Yeah. He's like, oh, come on, mate. Can you?
Oh, he's playing a 3-ball plant here, is he?
Is he really?
I think he thought about it, playing the red into the two that are touching. But he's thought better of that, and I don't blame him. That was a bit risky. You might take it on the practice table just to see what would happen, but I'd be looking at the reds here. And there's a few that are looking like they're going towards the corner pocket, but no plants on. He can't get down that side of the table, Rainey, so he's again going to have to hit this a bit thicker than you'd usually like, just to avoid the double kiss here. Yeah, that's a good shot. Still no reds potted after, I don't know, about 10 minutes of this frame, you would suspect. It's very nervy.
It is. Oh, and he just keeps it in that jaw. Notice both players do that, but yeah, there's no danger here really at the moment.
It's very similar to, I don't know what frame it was, but where all the reds went very narrow. It might have been the first frame of this match.
I think it was, yeah.
I can't remember, but this is a good chance to swing this over behind the brown, maybe even behind the green if you get the right line, but he's unfortunately hit the brown smack bang in the face. Now, what a target that is to try and get behind green and brown. You can't do it here, but I think the next shot that we could see, potentially from Rainey, could do it if you can hit the left-hand side of the pack.
Yeah, it's very similar to the first frame now.
That yellow's just a bit awkward if you were to get into to pot some reds. Oh, not looking at this as a plant, is he?
I mean, you like your plants, Joe, but would you go for this?
I don't think I would, Chinny. I mean,
he's not played it hard enough to.
I'm not sure what that shot was, because if there was a plant, he's left it, and it looked pretty close to me. A 4-ball plant. It's a big shot to take on, but yeah, he's looking at it. Is he? I don't know.
Well,
he's having another look.
He doesn't look
those three reds that are in line towards the pocket. I think they could go. You know.
Oh yeah, it could. Wow, look at that.
It's weird because Rainey looked at it. I don't know whether he's just trying to tempt him into it here.
That looks pretty good to me. He's gonna go for it.
Why did Rainey put the white here?
I don't know.
He looked at it. He knew it went. I can only think he was trying to.
There it goes.
Tempt him, and well, he could regret that. That's a great plant, 4-ball plant from Mark Williams.
Wow.
The Welsh potting machine there, pulling out an absolute cracker of a plant. This isn't easy though. The blue's just off its spot. Oh, this is a great shot.
What a shot that was! Wow. He's gonna go.
This
is he
is
gonna
coming
miss
down.
the gap? No.
He's okay. He's okay. It could have went wrong.
He's all right. He's got the red in the middle, and he's got this red here.
Yep, I think you just play this red, try and keep the right white reasonably close to where the red is.
Mm-hmm.
Try and get the right side of the blue. He's stunning it though, so don't think that'll happen. So he's going to have to play another shot in and out of bulk here. Now, usually you'd probably play the green here, but the green's off its spot, so it's just dropping it in, playing for the red to the left of the cluster as we look. And Mark Selby looking a bit sheepish in the background.
Well, you would, wouldn't you? You would.
Yeah.
Just leaving a 4-ball plan like that.
It was weird because, as I say, Rainey looked at it.
He looked at it, or did he? Maybe he was looking at something else. Like,
nah, he definitely looked at it. He looked from the line of the pocket. So, unless he was, I don't know, just playing cameraman for a bit.
Maybe, but he's.
That's gone a little wrong. The pink's still potable, but
pink's potable, yeah. It's not a shot I'd fancy though. But this is a massive. Massive shot now, because this is not easy, and he could really do some damage if this goes in.
The top jaw, I think, but nice.
Wow.
Very strange. But either way, he's missed his chance here.
Yeah. Well, that was a big shot to miss. And again, he would get those.
He just played it a bit fast, I think.
Yeah,
he?
maybe.
He just got down and played it. And
wow, look at this. This is a massive chance now for Rainey Lamb. He probably didn't think he was going to get back on the table. A very, I wouldn't say easy pink, but potable pink for Lee. He's more than capable of getting that in. And now Rainey Lamb is on the table. Reds are spread out. This is a chance to get into the final for Rainey Lamb.
It is. I just worry about where this pink's gonna respot.
Well, yeah.
I think it'll go on the brown spot, actually.
Yeah, the brown spot.
I was worried if it did spot that, it would be just a little bit awkward, but it's okay. Yellow and black out of commission, so he's gonna have to focus on the blue and the pink for
Knocking
now.
that yellow down the table might be Halborn's sort of biggest genius stroke here. Maybe he's not thinking that far ahead, but like that's probably the only thing that's helping him right now, is the fact that the black and yellow are out of commission. That's his biggest lifeline.
Certainly is. But both players struggling to get the right side of the blue here, and this isn't straightforward to get onto a red because of where that brown and green are. Usually you'd screw out of in and out of balk on the right-hand side, but that green and brown are right in the way here.
There you are.
And there you go. And he's going to send up Snooker behind the brown. I think he can see the red on the cush, but, commentator's eye there.
Yeah, very good. Well, this is tough. And he's played that very well.
Yeah, played it well. He's got the cheap blue. Screw it back. He might be tempted by some sort of cannon here. Just don't fancy his chances getting on the next red perfectly.
It's a scrappy table for the Reds, really. Just enough of them are covering each other. So it looks like they're spread out, but really, now that I look at them, there's only about 2 or 3 that go.
He's playing this so hard.
I think
he's got to be accurate with this blue.
What's he doing here? Because he's playing it with a lot of left. Is he trying to get off the cush here?
Playing a cannon, I think. Or try it. Well, I don't think he played that.
It's going to flick off the cush. And
did he play that? He's going to claim he played it.
Yeah, I would all day.
He played that so hard, though. I don't see it, but you just know that Rady's going to Discord us saying, "Oh, I played that every day."
Definitely played that. What are you talking about? We've all done it.
Yeah. Just got to try and get the right side of the blue now. But again, he's underhit that. So, and he's not even got a nice angle on the blue. So maybe the pink here.
The pink would be more tempting.
And if you play the pink, you can't play the red just below the pink spot.
He's rolling it in for that red. Yeah, that you were just talking about.
He's going to have to play a cannon now, though. This could go wrong. It's hard to watch this.
He might screw it back. He might. I just don't think he's... I don't know. I don't think he's going to take the risk. I think he's just avoiding all risks here. He's not. If he plays the cannon,
careful.
like you just don't know where things are gonna go. Like you can.
The blue doesn't pass the green, so he's got to be careful.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah, he's just hit it hard enough.
This is good. That's very good.
26.
Yeah, well played.
It's a great shot. Mark looks so far away.
He does, doesn't he? He looks more like Barry Hawkins sitting there. I don't know. I don't know why. God, Barry was in this tournament a long, long time ago now, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Feels like a lifetime ago.
Mark's got no one to talk to now that his ginger friend's gone as well.
Yeah.
Can't nick some M&Ms off him or anything like that. Well, he's played that side on there again. And I think...
It's a good shot.
I don't know if he played for this red
I think
on the
he
cushion,
must have done, but he's
not going
spotted
for it.
this.
I feel like he played the red below the black. He's trying to get rid of that red look. You know, the red by the black? I think he's playing for that because he wants to get rid of it so he can get the yellow and the black in the right pocket and get rid of this table.
He's the wrong side of the blue again.
he just keeps falling short all the time. So what's he on? 32 break. And
you just feel there's going to be one more twist in this match, don't you?
Yeah. I just don't see this is over yet. Like I still feel like I can flip a coin here. Like you know, the way these are spread out, I don't know. I know he's more than capable, but what I've seen today of Rainy Lamb, I think he's just too nervous enough to make mistakes here.
Yeah, he's looking at that blue, and it certainly doesn't pass the green. I was going to say he's playing this a bit soft, and it looks a bit thick as well. I don't know why. No, I don't know why it did, because it was right in the centre of the pocket, but he's just overhit this.
It's a shame that he's hit that too hard, because it would have been really, really handy to bring this pink back now. But he can play some top here and get into the balls a bit.
I think you've got to here. You know, It's a chance to get into the final. If you can play this cannon right, I think it's a frame winner.
I think he's playing that red, you know. I don't know. He's playing it a bit light for me. Oh, he has gone into him. But...
Oh, jawed in the pockets, that blue.
I don't know. For me there, he kind of went one or the other. He didn't commit to the red by the black, and he didn't commit to hitting it hard enough to disturb these reds. He just kind of half-heartedly went into them. I mean, it's worked out for this middle shot. And again, is he going to fall short on this blue? He does.
This is a tough positional shot now, because if you overhit it, you're on nothing. If you underhit it, you've got a tough positional shot coming up.
I'll tell you what, this break has been really, really tough on Rainy. I have to give him credit for how, like, he's nervous, he keeps falling short, his positional play is just slightly off.
He might hit the brown here,
but
he's hit the pink.
Keeps saving himself, but I can't see him saving himself now. Surely
it's all or nothing, this red. Now, if you take this red...
That's got to be in the break. Is he going to go for it?
Surely too high tariff, and it is, even for the great Rainy Lamb himself. He's playing safe here.
Yeah, I think
he's got a handy 28-point lead.
This is the right shot. He would go for that red, like against me or you on a friendly or something like that. He would do it, and he would probably get it, but you can't take that risk, not for the deciding frame now.
And you don't know where the cue ball's going to end up. That's the main thing for me, but he's hit that a bit short. I don't think this is quite a shot to nothing, but he could take it on if he wanted to throw all his eggs into one basket, but he's not doing that. Good chance to get him behind the green here. If you hit this thin, just anywhere up towards the corner pocket here, as long as it doesn't go in, this could be a cracker. There it goes.
Well, he's got to
just
be careful
a little bit. I think it was going to go into the pocket if it kept going, but this time it's a Captain Goodspeed special.
Here we go. He's going to look at it. He's having a look. Why the camera angle is so awkward on that view, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they've tried to simulate a guy walking around the table, but there's no need to do that, really.
No.
Well, here we go. He's going for it. He should end up pretty safe.
He just missed the
He's
power
missed
bar.
the power bar, and look at these reds.
Wow. Look, has he got away with it?
He's
doesn't
panicked.
look like it.
Oh, well, this red could be easier, but what a chance now for Halborn. But this is tough. This is such a tough red to take on, and that looks absolutely nowhere near. There we go. But even that, I don't know. Looks a bit thick to me.
No, he's just thinned it up.
From that angle, I just don't like this shot at all. But he's going for it. It's there. What a shot from Halborn.
Yeah, what a sweet feeling when you hit the ball and you know it's going in.
Now, is he going to be tempted by the pink here? No, just the blue. Don't blame him.
This looks a little thick to me.
It does. He's playing it a bit quickly. I'd maybe be checking those reds out down the bottom, but yeah, as you say, this is thick.
Yeah, it's okay. It is a bit thick. It was a little bit thick, but he's all right.
Yeah, I think another, fraction thicker, and that wouldn't have gone in. But
no, he's
just
all right.
A tricky little positional shot here. You can play this two ways. You can either drop it in and just play it for the blue, or you can try and make something happen and get on the black here.
Yeah.
You're always going to have the green. So I think you've got to play for the black, and he is doing. He's trying to screw this in. Yeah,
what a shot.
That's a good shot.
What a chance this is now.
Now, you need to check how that red is going to be once this black either goes back on its spot. It might go on the pink spot. Not sure.
Yeah, I think it will go on the pink spot. I don't think it will respot. No, it doesn't look like it will. He didn't check, which worries me.
14.
And there you go.
Now play for the yellow here. Or you can play for the black, and then the yellow's easy from dropping the red along the cushion. It's what he decides to do here. I think he's just playing for the yellow this time.
Yeah.
Don't blame him, because he's got the green after. He doesn't need to play the black here. He doesn't need to play it. This is risky.
Very risky.
The yellow is a dead cert to get onto the red.
Yeah, this is crazy. Look at that. And he's
played it beautifully.
Wow.
What a shot.
Impressive.
22.
But he's landed a bit straight on this, This is not an easy
oh my God.
Positional shot. He's 6 points behind. I don't know if I'd be playing top spin.
He's playing it so hard.
He could end up on nothing here.
What a shot. Oh, get out the jaw. Okay.
I think he's on the green, but how do you get back onto the yellow?
So
now we've seen a couple of times he can play these shots. He obviously played that shot at 100 miles an hour in the first round.
Does he need to go for the yellow?
Oh!
Wow.
That is horrible. Oh.
That yellow was way harder than it. He could have gone for the green and just
played safe potentially, but that could be match over for Halborn.
Oh my God!
And what a way that would be to go out. Just gotta be careful of the in off here, Rainey. He's okay. Not easy to get onto the brown here though. He's got to play this with a bit of top spin.
The pressure. What does he need here?
So he's gone
51.
7 in front. He needs green, brown, and the blue for a place in the final.
Wow.
He's just dropping this in.
This is tense, man.
I think I'd be coming across the table a bit more than that.
Yes, he's doing it.
Oh, this looks a little short.
Oh,
he's okay.
He's okay.
He's okay. He's a bit... It's a bit straight on it, but I think just drop this in, play the cheap blue, and you're in the final, Rainey. Oh, Halborn must be feeling sick right now. He's had two massive chances to get through.
Jesus Christ.
And he's not on the blue the way he would have liked. This is missable.
Oh my God.
This shot to get into the final.
That was ridiculous. That prayer was ridiculous.
This blue. Whispering Captain Goodspeed here.
Here we go.
It's there. And there's the ginger guy in the audience.
Oh, he's back. He just moved. He just moved.
But
well,
that puts him 19 points in front, 13 on the table.
That's tough.
Just the one snooker to tie here.
I think he's gonna play on, obviously, because why wouldn't
playing
you?
The double's risky. You don't want to go in off here, Rainey. No, he's okay.
Okay.
But Halborn one snooker to tie.
It's doable. Now, it has been done. It has
where
been
that
done.
black is.
Yeah. It can be
whenever
done.
the black's on its spot, you've got a chance of getting a snooker, and this is actually a decent chance. I'd be playing the pink half ball the other side.
Yep, and then bring the white across and back over.
Yep.
He's playing for the Neely pot shot, I like to call it. Oh no, he's not.
He's back to our shot, Chinny. Oh no.
He's trying to put the pink behind the black maybe here, but I don't like that at all.
I never like that shot.
Nah, you
want the cue ball behind the black. You don't want the object ball.
Nah. Yeah, there you go. That's the one. That's the one. No.
It's just in a flap, I'm afraid.
I think he's just annoyed. Yeah, this is the Neely pot shot. I like to call this the Neely pot shot, where you kind of go for it, but you miss it, and then the white goes safe. But
I just can't see this ever being the right.
I don't think this is the right shot. I think he's got to play it the other way.
You're very unlikely to get the snooker here.
Oh, look at that.
But this looks good.
No, he's going to leave it.
Is the pink going to stop?
He's going to leave it.
No, that's so unlucky.
Actually, he hasn't left it as bad as I thought he would.
I tell you what, Chitty, the in-off to the right middle's on here.
Yeah, that's true.
He's got to play this soft.
He is. He knows. He knows.
Absolutely dead weight.
He knows the in-off's on. For the chance in the final.
It's there. And Rady Lamb has beaten Halborn in this deciding frame.
Look at that. Well, that is crazy. Easily one of my favourite matches of the tournament. That was insane. Could have gone either way.
So bad for Halborn. That yellow, agonising. To miss that yellow, to hang it over the pocket the way he did. And that was his last live shot of the championship. And, I think we said it. He didn't need to play the black. It was a couple of shots before where he played the black, screwed back, and got straight on that red on the cushion. If he'd played the yellow, I think we'd have had a different finalist right now. But well played to Scott. The favourites through. And,
no surprise, but I mean, it was so close. Like you say, I think if he'd have got that, if he'd have just potted the yellow, the yellow would have been back up on the spot. He would have got the you had the yellow into the pocket. You've rolled the red along the cushion. You've got the green over the pocket. The yellow back up the table. So it's a straightforward positional shot. But it's all if buts and maybes. If he'd potted that yellow that he eventually missed, we'd still be saying well done to Halborn right now. But wow,
he had two big chances there. He got so close in the last frame. And then this frame, he's just unfortunately pulled up short. But I think he can be really proud of the tournament. He's still got the high break at the moment.
Man, what
a tense one.
What a semi-final that was. Well, commiserations to Lee Halborn repping Mark Williams. Congratulations. We shouldn't take it away from Scott. He still had to pot the balls at the end of the day, and he potted some cracking ones, and he's in the final. And he's either going to be playing Geometrico, who is repping Kyron Wilson, or Maditude, who is repping John Higgins. You got any favourites for tomorrow, Joe?
Well, I think the way Maditude played against me, if he can produce that sort of form and that safety play, I think he's going to be very tough to beat in this tournament. But, Geometrical played 2 very steady matches so far, so I think it could be another tense one, a long one. I'm not sure it'll go to a decider. I think it can go either way, but I think we're in for a long one tomorrow with the safety play.
Yeah, well, that was a long one. Just I think it was roughly about 2 hours or a little bit more in total. But what a match. And I can't wait. 2 more matches left. And then we'll know, Joe, we will know who will be the virtual Betfred World Champion on Snooker 19. Very exciting stuff. So thanks very much for joining us. Make sure you check out Joe's channel. It's he plays a lot of Snooker 19 and other sports. What are the other sports games that you play? You play the tennis and the...
Yeah, I've got MotoGP. I play all sorts: tennis, MotoGP, cricket. All sorts. Honestly, loads of sports.
All sorts. So make sure you check that out. Joe, thanks as always for joining me.
My pleasure.
And we'll see everybody else when it's Maditude, John Higgins versus Geometrico, who's repping Kyron Wilson. So I'll see you there.